Hey, this is Rick Kasalage, injury specialist from exercisesforinjuries.com. In today's video, what I want to go through are a few exercises that'll help popping shoulders. Now, Andrew's going to go through the exercise. I'll kind of highlight the details of them. And starting off with the first one, we're utilizing the wall, and I'll get Andrew to go through a couple repetitions and I'll kind of talk about the details of it. Okay, good. So this is T raises against the wall, and how this works is you're going up against the wall, so you've got your hips, mid-back area, head up against the wall. You're slightly bent in the knees, and the legs are about hip-width apart. Now you're going to bring your arms up against the wall, so you've got the upper arm, elbows, forearms, and hands against the wall, and then you're going to slide your hands up as high as you can. You'll feel stretch at the top position, and then come back to the start, and then coming up again to that point that you can go without your forearms and elbows coming off the wall. Good. Now looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for this one, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 5, time is a smooth controlled movement with a good stop at the end position, intensity is light, and the purpose for this one is twofold: working on alignment when it comes to the head and the shoulder, and then secondly, we're working on targeting tight areas or common muscles that are tight in the shoulder in order to kind of balance out that shoulder. Okay, now moving on to the second exercise. So the first exercise involved the wall. Now the second exercise involves resistive tubing. So Andrea will go through a couple repetitions. Good. So it's 3-way band pulls. Now how this works is you're in a nice standing position. Key thing is head is in line with the shoulders. Arms are out front. So arms are about shoulder width apart. And then you're going to separate the hands and bring the hands till they're in line with your shoulders. And then back. And then you're going to go at an angle. And back. And then you're going to go at other. Good, and back. Perfect. And then maybe I'll just get you to face that way. So one thing that we're really targeting with this one is the mid-back area and the muscles around the shoulder blade. So when you're separating the hands, we're really targeting that mid-back area. And then when we go at an angle, we're targeting different parts of that shoulder blade. On one side, then we go at the other angle, we're targeting the shoulder blades in a different way. Perfect. Now looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for this one, sets are 1, repetitions would be 5, time, smooth controlled movement with a good stop at the end position, intensity is light to moderate, and the purpose of this exercise is really to target the muscles in between the shoulder blades and the muscles around the shoulder blades. Because a lot of times these muscles aren't properly working when it relates to activation, endurance, and strength. So if we can get them working properly, this will decrease the popping that's happening in your shoulders. Now moving on to the third exercise, so we're going back to the wall. To go through this one, well, we'll utilize this one. And then, okay, there we go. Good. And then back up. Okay, so we're kind of, in order for you to get the best view of the exercise, we'll kind of do it this way, but ideally you're kind of facing the wall and going through the movement. Now what this is called is forward fold against the wall. So you're standing about good hip width apart. You're starting off nice and upright. Then you're going to kind of bend through the hips. Arms are against the wall. Then you're going to slide the hands and come to a point where you're feeling a good stretch in the shoulder area. So looking at the rest of the body, you're soft in the knee. You're bending through the hips. We want to be in a nice, good, straight alignment with the upper body, but we're looking at targeting those shoulders and loosening up and stretching those shoulders. Good. Now looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for this one, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 5, time would be a couple seconds, 2 to 5 second hold at the end position, and the intensity is light. Now the purpose of the exercise that we're targeting is we're looking at stretching out, specifically the lats and the muscles around the shoulder that are commonly tight with people that have popping shoulders. Okay, moving on to the fourth exercise, we're going from the wall, we're going to go down to the floor. Okay, good. So with this one, it's child's pose with arm reach. Good. So kind of breaking it down, you're moving down to the floor, you're going to bring the knees wide, you're going to bring the arms out in front. So you're in this position, so knees are outside of the shoulders, you're sitting back. Now you're going to reach with one arm, and then back to the starting position, and then you're going to reach with the other arm. Good. So we're working on kind of three things with this exercise. Working out stretching out the shoulder, work on improving the movement and mobility of the shoulder. Also, we're working on the muscles in the shoulder blade in order to bring the arm overhead, and that will also help stretch out some of the muscles in the shoulder. Perfect. Now, looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity, for this one, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 5, so alternating back and forth. Time, couple seconds, so 2-second hold at the end position. Intensity is light, and I kind of covered what we're targeting. Mid-back, shoulder tightness, and those muscles around the shoulder blade. Okay, moving on to the fifth and final one. Good. So it's weighted lateral raises. Now, how this one is working, we're standing nice and upright, good alignment with the head and with the shoulder and the rest of the body. You're going to bring the arms out to the side, so the weight's just below shoulder height, and then back down to the side. Okay, and I'll get you to face this way. Big thing that we're working on, we're not necessarily working on the deltoids, we're really trying to focus on the muscles in the shoulder blade. So having them do the work and come back down, and working on those muscles around the shoulder blade. Perfect. Now, looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity, for this one, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 5, time, smooth controlled movement with a good stop at the end position. The intensity is light to moderate, and the purpose of this is to work on those muscles around the shoulder blade. So there you go. Give these 5 exercises a go. They'll help you with your shoulder popping. Now, if you want some of my best tips and tricks when it relates to overcoming shoulder pain, what I recommend you do is click right here. I have a brand new free report called 5 Tips and Tricks That Fight Shoulder Pain and Tightness. Just click right here. Let me know where to send that report, and I'll send you that report right away. Now, if you watch this on a mobile device, tablet, or smartphone, head down below in the description and click the first link, which will be exercisesforinjuries.com/shoulders. Let me know where to send you that report, and I'll send you that report right away. Now, if you got benefit from this video, make sure to like this video. If you have a question or comment for me, leave it down below in the comments section. And lastly, hit subscribe to get future pain relieving videos.